Good morning, children. How are you all? Now, what we discussed in previous class about the reaction between the metals and acids, isn't it? Metals and acids, a gas is evolved. How to test that evolved gas is hydrogen only. See, when you bring the burnings, now here I am taking the test tube, isn't it? What I am taking here, zinc, aluminum, copper. Now, add citric acid, that is lemon juice or any acid, isn't it? The reaction takes place. The reaction takes place, a gas is evolved. Colorless gas is evolved, isn't it? Now bring the burning matchstick near to the test tube. What happens? It burns brightly with a blue flame and put off with a pop sound. Tuck sound will get. This is a test for hydrogen. Who discovered this hydrogen? Henry Cavendish, an Italian scientist, discovered hydrogen gas. He discovered it. The gas is light in weight and it is used for filling balloons, isn't it? This is a test for acids. Next, why we now you have seen in the parties, functions, marriages, very big vessels will be there. Copper vessels will be there. Have you observed the inner side of the vessels? White, shiny coating will be there, isn't it? Why they coat with this? Isn't it? What is this shiny coating? The metal, another metal is used for coating this, that is tin is used. Why? When you keep the acid containing substances or any curries, what happens? The reaction takes place with the acid and the metal. Then what happens? After some time, a blue-green layer is formed inside the vessel. Isn't it? It is poisonous. So food poisoning will take place if we eat such food. So, and it destroys the metal also. That's why we should not keep the pickles, jams in the metal containers. Isn't it? And then where you in what bottles, what we use to keep it, porcelain jars are there, glass jars are there, plastic jars are there, we used to keep this. And then what we have discussed in previous class about the acid rains also we discussed. What are acid rains? These acid rains are common in industrial areas, isn't it? The smoke which comes out from the industries, factories, vehicles which contains harmful gases. Sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, isn't it? And carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, these gases are evil. These gases, what happens where it goes in the atmosphere? The atmosphere have already the moisture, that is water vapor is present. So what happens? These gases dissolve in the water. They dissolve in the water vapor which is present in the atmosphere, isn't it? And forms the acid, that is carbonic acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid. When the percentage of these acids are more in the atmosphere, it comes down in the form of acid rains. What are the effects of acid rains? Big monuments will be destroyed, isn't it? Agricultural field will be damaged, isn't it? The people, those who are working in open, their skin will be damaged, isn't it? So many side effects will be there with the acid rains, isn't it? And another gas which we have discussed in previous class is about carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide we discussed. What we are using here? For carbon dioxide we are using a marble, that is calcium carbonate. We are using calcium carbonate, isn't it? plus hydrochloric acid, or you can use even lemon juice also. Fix a 1 mole dropper stopper here. A reaction takes place, and in this what we are using? Lime water. Lime water. In the other test tube we are using lime water. The reaction takes place between this calcium carbonate, that is marble, and hydrochloric acid. A gas is evolved during this reaction. The gas passes through the delivery tube and it is collected into the another test tube and mixes with the lime water. The lime water turns into milky white, which is the test for carbon dioxide. Milky white. Up to this we discussed. Next, coming to phenolphthalein, and you are seeing this phenolphthalein and methyl orange. What are these? These are the chemical indicators. These are also indicators, chemical indicators. Here we will show you how the reaction takes place with this. Isn't it? Now here, wait. Now here, I am taking here, this is what you call it, sodium hydroxide. I am making it a solution. What color you get with the methyl orange with the bases? What color you get with the methyl orange? Methyl orange is a indicator. Phenolphthalein also is a indicator. Now see, we will see the color change with the methyl orange and phenolphthalein. See the color change with the bases. Here this is sodium hydroxide is a base. Now I am using here methyl orange. What color change you are observing, and what is the color change you will see with the natural acid, that is here lemon I am using. Lemon, I am adding this methyl orange on the lemon. Musicians will do this, mostly musician will make you fool. See, blood is coming, blood is coming. See, something is there in your house. See the color change. So with acids, what color you are getting? Pink color, reddish pink color you are getting with the acids. Now here we will see the bases. What color you get with the base? Yellow. Here see, pink color. With base you are getting the pink color. See, with base you are getting pink color. The methyl orange, phenolphthalein I used. With bases, phenolphthalein gives you pink color, and with acid, phenolphthalein will give you, the color will be colorless. Here I am using the phenolphthalein. See, no change in the color. No change in the color. Colorless you will get. With phenolphthalein, the bases gives you pink color and acids will be colorless. Keep this in mind. Keep this in your mind. What color you are getting with the phenolphthalein. Next, coming to methyl orange. Now with the base. Here I am using methyl orange with sodium hydroxide. What color you get with the methyl orange with sodium hydroxide? You are getting yellow color. You are getting yellow color. You are getting, so methyl orange gives yellow color with the bases. Methyl orange gives yellow color with the bases. And phenolphthalein gives a pink color with the bases. Don't forget. Okay. So here you have seen, and now with the acid. What color you get with the acid? Already I showed you the natural acid, that is a lemon. Now this is a methyl orange. Here I am using here the hydrochloric acid. This is a hydrochloric acid I showed you with the lemon. Now here see the acid. What color you get with the acid? Seeing the red color, seeing brick red color you are getting with the acid. And with the base you are getting the yellow color, yellow orange color you are getting. See the change of color. This is what you call it, base. This is called acid. With phenolphthalein, you are having the table. Complete that table, isn't it? Complete the table right there with the substance. Write down acids and bases, and write in the column of the phenolphthalein what color change you are observing with the acid and with the base. This is a base. Yellow orange color you are getting with the phenolphthalein. Brick red color you are getting with the base. So with methyl orange, here I have taken what is this? Base. What is this? Acid. Hydrochloric acid I use. With base, methyl orange changes into yellow color and acid changes into red color. So what is methyl orange? Is a indicator. Okay. Now here also, this also I showed you phenolphthalein. It gives colorless with the acid. It is colorless with the acid, and with the bases you get pink color. With bases you get pink color. So what are these? Indicators. Next coming to, so understood this, children? Okay? Fine. See what is this? This is a acid and this is a base. When we mix these together, what happens? What reaction takes place with this? Here see. When the acid and bases reacts, gives you resultant substance will be salt and water is formed. So here what you are seeing here is, when you mix this, salt is soapy to touch and bitter in taste. Acids are sour in taste, which changes blue litmus to red in color, and bases changes red litmus to blue in color. This is the characteristic features of the acids and bases. These are the properties of acids and bases. But now, when we are mixing these together, what happens? Now here I am adding the phenolphthalein to acid. I am adding phenolphthalein. Only few drops you add phenolphthalein, isn't it? No color change. It will be a colorless with the acid. It is colorless with the acid. What is the test for acids? Which changes blue litmus to red in color. Base, sodium hydroxide. Drop by drop you add. See the color. Add more. It loses its property of pink color. See. So, loses the property. Both the acids and bases. Now again, if you want to change this color, again you have to add the base in this. Again to add base in this, so that you will see that it will become again colorless. So what you understand by this here? Acid loses its property of acid, and bases also loses its property of base. Ultimate result will be a salt and water, neither acidic nor basic. Understood? So that is this reaction is called neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction. The reaction is called neutralization reaction. In neutralization reaction, the acid loses its property when reacts with the base, and bases also loses its property. property when it reacts with the acid. And the resultant substance will be salt and water, that is sodium chloride. Common salt is formed. It is neither acidic nor basic. Understood, children? So, fertility of the soil also we have to see. Sometimes the soil will be more acidic. When the soil will be acidic, what are this soil scientist will check the soil. Whether before starting the agriculture, they will check the soil. Isn't it? They find out in the laboratory whether the soil is acidic or basic, or more acidic or more basic. At that time, what you have to do? You have to neutralize the soil by adding bases, more bases in the soil. Isn't it? Then the soil will be neutral. It will not harm the crops. Okay, children, fine. So neutralization reaction, neutralization means it loses, the acid loses its property, bases also loses its property during the reaction. And the resultant substance will be salt and water. It is neither acidic nor basic.